In this lesson, we will learn how we can go ahead and how we can install WordPress on the Mac operating system. As in the previous lecture, we copied the WordPress files from the wordpress.org and we pasted that to our htdocs folder. And now we are ready to install WordPress. But as in the previous lecture, I told you that Mac operating system requires some of the permissions. Basically, you can see that we've got this, that in a text editor, fill your information and save it as the wp-config. So basically, when we will hit on let's go and we will be installing WordPress, then WordPress is going to create a file named as wp-config.php that is going to hold all the information about our database. So when the WordPress will create this wp-config, Mac will stop that process. So what we have to do, we have to tell our Mac that, okay, when WordPress will be creating this file, we have to allow that. And for that, we have to open our Finder, and inside the htdocs, we have to change the permission. But if you take a look at this htdocs is actually the shortcut. The actual htdocs folder is in the sham files. So we will open this up, and now inside the sham files you can see that we have got this htdocs, and if we click on it, we are in the same htdocs folder. However, inside the applications, inside the sham, and if we click on the htdocs, I'm actually taken to the same page because this htdocs is actually a shortcut. So what we need to do is to click on this sham files, and now we have to right click on this htdocs. Now we have to go into the get info. We need to click on it, and now in here you can see that we've got this sharing and permission. All you need to do is to open that up, and now we've got this read and write, and for everyone this is read only. So we will just click on this lock over here. Now we will enter our password and we will hit on OK. And now we will change this everyone from read only to read and write. And once you're done with that, now you can click on cross. But now we also have to open this htdocs, which is the public folder that contains all of the website information. And now what we need to do is to also right click on this wp-content folder. So we need to right click on it. We need to click on get info. And we also need to change these from admin to read only. We need to change this to read and write. And we need to change this to read and write. Now you need to close this. Now you need to open this wp-content, and in the plugins folder, you need to right click on it, click get info. Now also change this to read and write and read and write. Same goes with the themes. This is going to be the last folder that we need to change. So we will right click on it, click on get info, change this to read and write and read and write. And now you are done and you are ready to install WordPress on your Mac. Once you're done with that, now you can refresh this page and you can click on let's go. Alright, so here it says below you should enter your database connection details. But we do not know what these are. So what we need to do is to create one. So first of all, what we need to do is to create a database username. We need to create a database password, and then we need to create a database. That's it. We need to work with these three things only. The host is localhost, which is perfectly okay. Now, what we have to do is to open a new tab, and now we have to type in here localhost, and if you have changed your port, then enter :8080/php myadmin. Now you have to hit on enter and you will be taken to the database page, where now we have to connect this database with the WordPress, and then we can close this tab and we do not have to look at this tab anymore because WordPress will be handling each and everything once it is installed. So now the very first thing that we need to do is to create a username and password. So what we will do, we will go into the database. Now we will go into the user accounts, and now in here we will select add user account. Now in the username we will be entering here Tanzil. You can enter your own name as a username. In the host name we will be entering local host that we have, so we will be entering that in here. And in the password we will be entering a really simple password that is going to be QWERTY. Alright, now you can keep it to be very vague because this website is going to be on our own computer only, so that is why there is no need to worry. When we will be transferring this website to the online server, then we will be changing this password. So let's enter the same password that was QWERTY. Once you're done with that, now you need to go down, click on Global Privileges, select Check All, and now we have to click on this Go that is right here at the bottom. You will click on here, and now you can see that this user account has been created. So now what we have to do is to use these credentials on our setup page. In the username, we entered Tanzil, and in the password, we entered QWERTY. That's it. Now we are ready to go, but first we have to create a database name so that it can be associated with that. Right here in the sidebar, you can see all the databases that are created by the default. Now we do not have to touch any of these databases. Instead, we will be creating a separate database by clicking on this new button over here. Once we are in here, it says enter the database name. Now in the database name, we will be entering the name that we will be copying and pasting that over here. So inside here, you can write here WordPress, or you can also enter a short form of WordPress, that is WP. Now you can enter any name over here. The name that you will be entering here, make sure to add as it is over here in this field. So let's suppose that we want to enter WP in here, and once we will click on create, that database is going to be created, and this is right here. Here it says no tables found. So since we have named our database name to be WP, we will be entering that over here. And now we are ready to install WordPress. And once we will click on submit, the WordPress will be installed. Let's suppose that if I enter the wrong password, like I add QWERTYS, and I hit on submit, here it says error establishing a database connection. So now I need to click on try again, and now I have to re-enter my password. That is the correct password, which was QWERTY, and now I have to hit on submit. This table prefix is for multiple WordPress installations in a single database, so we do not need to work for that. And now we have to hit on submit. Alright, so now you can see that WordPress is now ready to be installed, and we will click on run the installation, and voila. Now we are ready to go. Now what we have to do is to enter information about our websites that we can always change later. So let's just go ahead and let's enter these information, and then we will be taking a look at our website. So in the website title, I want you to enter your full name. And the reason for that is because we will be building our 5th project as a personal website. So this will be our first project, and we will be building a website like this over here. So that is why I need you to enter your website title as your full name, and you can change this later on, so do not worry about it. In the username, we have to enter the username. That is going to be my name, Tanzil. Now remember, whatever you will be entering in here, that will let you log into your website so that you can make some edits. Like, let's suppose that this is a website that is online. Alright, and now if I want to log into this website, I have to type in here /wp-admin, and now I have to hit on enter, and it's going to take me to the WordPress admin panel where now I can enter my username and my password, and I will hit on login, and it's going to log me into the website where now I can edit this website. So remember, whatever you will be entering in the username, that is going to let you log in to WordPress. In the password, we will be entering in here ASDFGH. All right. This is going to be a weak password, but do not worry about it. You can change it later on. And when we will be transferring this website to the online server, then we will be using a strong password. So we will select confirm use of weak password, enter our email, and now we have to hit on install WordPress. All right. So congratulations, now WordPress has been successfully installed. And now if we go to localhost :8080 and we hit on enter, you can see that the website is now loading perfectly okay, as it was actually loading over here. So if we go to the website, we are getting the website full page over here, and same goes with this. Now let's suppose that when we want to log in, how we're going to log in, we have to type in here /wp-admin, and now we have to hit on enter, and now in here we need to enter our username, that was Tanzil, and in the password we will be entering in here ASDFGH, and now we have to hit on login, and now we are able to log in to the WordPress right here. Congratulations, and in the next lecture we're going to be taking a look at some of the bugs about the Mac, and we're going to be working up with that, and we're going to be resolving that. Stay tuned, and bye-bye.